The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.
G'day everybody and welcome to a wonderful day here, a wonderful Friday where everything is wonderful. No, really, look, having looked across the market right now, we have seen a little bit of a move up. I talked about a potential short yesterday. Well, guess what? I am short. I got filled by a bee's dick, which is just a little tiny amount. That's what we call it. And yeah, the whole point of it was for me personally, was to have some downside exposure. I got plenty of upside exposure, not in my trading account, but as an investor, of course. And the market, I went through, as I said, the monthly, it was in a downtrend, the weekly in a downtrend, the daily in a downtrend, with all these multiple time frames all trending lower. I thought to myself, there's really no case for me right now to be building technically any hypothesis for a long or a bullish looking market. Now, with that being the case, I did see an opportunity pop up yesterday whereby I saw a small bearish candle on Bitcoin against the US dollar, and it was back in that cradle zone in a downtrend, and I thought to myself, you know what I'm going to do here is minimize the risk on the trade, i.e. the amount that I was risking, and look to get a position on here. And it actually needed to trigger, of course, break the low of yesterday's candle, for which it did by about $2, I think it was. So hence why I said put in by a bee's dick. So I look at this now, this trade in itself, and I explain it through my market view subscription to members, that look, at the end of the day, it definitely does carry a higher degree of risk, in the sense that the chart structure isn't great. That was the one thing that I didn't love, was the chart structure. But as a trader, we've got to go through and we've got to think about how to manage our portfolios. We've got to look at the market and see what it's presenting to us. Now, for me, I was more than happy to risk, and still am. I'm still in the trade. I'm not stopped out. I'm more than happy to take a smaller risk position, as in dollar risk, for a lower probability outcome trade that may have a higher reward ratio. So what that means is, you risk less money, and if it does get running, then you do better on it. So that's what I've done. Bitcoin is currently up 0.84% or $30 on yesterday, and I'm still short, and I'll see what happens throughout the day. But across the board, interestingly enough, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, day before, the ETF knockback. I think it was. I've read all sorts of different things. I don't really know what to believe. Hence why I don't really read that much when it comes to the markets. But it could be because of the government shutdown, of course, because it's lapsed past the date that they were going to review it. I've read that. I've read that I've read that the companies have just pulled it. I don't really know, but if there's one thing that I do know, is that these things take time. Okay, so the fastest ETF ever to come to market was the gold ETF, and that was launched in Australia. Other ETFs have taken 4 to 6 years to get approval, and it's just they've got to jump through a certain amount of hoops for things to actually be to tick the I's and to dot the I's and cross the T's. There is a process that they need to go through, and they're needing to go through that now. So the market didn't see too much of a reaction there. That could be seen as a bullish thing. I don't know. I don't trade on news. I trade on what I see, not what I think. But across the market, we don't have a great deal of movement. We do have a little bit of green. Ethereum's up 0.5% as well, up 58 cents, nothing major. EOS is currently sitting at 0.69, up and sitting well within that daily range, and it has been for quite some time. Cardano up 1%, and again, just hovering along, just banging around, not doing a great deal, not in an uptrend, not in the downtrend, just hanging out in the middle, waiting to see what's next. Stellar Lumen had looked quite bearish, a very similar looking chart to that of Bitcoin, but what it's since done is it's just continued to consolidate sideways. Exactly what Bitcoin's doing, and it's up 0.45%. IOTA is sitting bang on break even right now for the day, and I do see a potential opportunity starting to set up there as a support level is coming into play on that 4-8 hour. So the 4 and the 8 hour. The daily has been consolidating for quite some time with the potential of a lower high. So I am watching that closely today. Ripple completely sideways, but up 1%. Litecoin up 3.28%, and the level that I was watching yesterday, a breakout level for a long on Litecoin Bitcoin, actually did set up. It did break out, and it happened at 3 o'clock in the morning my time, so I wasn't able to take that. But watching it again today for trading opportunities. Bitcoin Cash is very sideways. It is down 1.32%. I should mention that Litecoin was up 3.28%, being the top performer in the top 10. If it wasn't for the final one, Monero, up 4.15%, and again looking rather sideways, sitting around a little bit of resistance right now on that 4-hour chart. We'll have to wait and see what goes on. But across the board, leading into the weekend, guys, it's been a pretty quiet week, and that's fine. We just have to wait and wait and wait. Looking for good opportunities. Litecoin Bitcoin was there last night. We'll see what we get today. You have a good day and a great weekend. Bye for now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.